Hello everybody and welcome back to some more beta Minecraft. As you can see, I'm currently on the opposite side of the lake, right behind our wheat farm that we built last episode, just over there on the edge of the render distance. And if you'll come over here to this small patch of desert, you'll see that I've been collecting large quantities of sand, and this is only part of it. I do have another double chest over back home that is also partially filled, and the reason for this is actually for our next build. But I have a confession to make. We won't be starting on that today. It turns out that I've severely underestimated how time-consuming it'd be to make these videos, and I want to take my time with some of these builds. So today's video is going to be sort of a filler episode, which doesn't mean we're not going to be building anything. It just like smaller stuff that I've been meaning to do around the base, which should hopefully give us some time to talk, because making this series has given me a lot of things that have just been stewing in my mind. Not just about like playing Minecraft, but just YouTube in general. Nothing I've ever uploaded has gained any sort of traction. It's always like single digit views. So the fact that I've achieved even like just this tiny amount of success has kind of blown me away. The fact that even just a couple people can return each week to see what I'm posting is just really exciting. So every video I've posted so far has surpassed my expectations, but there's one in particular that keeps surprising me. It's episode 2, Gone Mining. It's currently sitting at, I think it's about like 800 views, and I know the reason for that. I'm not naive. It's people leaving their computers on autoplay and the videos just being recommended to them overnight. Each of the spikes in views I've noticed occur like around midnight when people are sleeping, so that's funny. The first thing I want to do before anything else is just lighting up this area like along the road with some like glowstone lamps. I think could look pretty neat, especially at night. My theory for why that video did as well as it did, and there's some debate about whether or not this works online, is I disabled subscriber notifications. And the theory is that if you have a lot of subscribers on your channel that don't watch your videos, YouTube will not recommend it to new people. So by disabling that, you're only getting in like new viewership, theoretically. And yeah, that's what I did. I just I turned that setting off and it exploded like almost overnight. It got like, I think like 300 views. It was insane. So there's our first glowstone lamp, hopefully many going along this road. I'm not sure quite how far to space these out. As usual with these sort of things, I'm just winging it and seeing what works, and I think that looks fine. I've already mentioned before how tedious it is to place fences vertically. Having to place each one block at a time. This might take a while. I don't know whether or not to put one here. I kind of like that you can see the whole house with nothing obstructing it. I think I'm just going to keep going along the road. Starting to think maybe I should have placed it on the other side. So yeah, episode 2 is like sitting at almost 1,000 views. It's currently at, I think, like 850 maybe. I haven't checked it in a while. But it's still getting views every night, which is weird to me that it's still being pushed by the algorithm, despite it being up almost like 3 weeks old at this point. Damn it. You don't always get back the full block of glowstone, which kind of sucks. It means I'm going to have to maybe make a trip to the nether at some point this episode. I think that's enough lamps, just for like this main road. I might put like another one on either side of these buildings, just so that like I guess our like safe space like extends out that much more. But what I want to work on next right now was, I was thinking I have like a fountain like right here in the center. Um, just like some sort of like a feature that we can like build around, like a sort of like plaza style thing. But I need more dirt. I don't have enough to fill this in. So the place I was trying to take that tangent about notifying subscribers is episode 2 did really well, and I had it turned off. And then I turned it back on for episodes 3 and 4, which didn't get picked up by the algorithm. They got just about as much views as I was expecting, about like 20 and 30 each. So I was thinking maybe I should turn it back off for this one, so it won't end up in your subscription feeds. Just to see like what works. I'm just experimenting, right? These are just things I've been thinking about when I post, because ultimately at the end of the day, since I'm spending so much time making these videos, I do want people to see what I'm making. Not that I expect to like get big or anything, but like it would be cool to like have more eyes on it, because so far the feedback I've been getting has been really nice and encouraging, which is something I wanted to talk about next, is viewer suggested builds. Now there's one commenter in particular who left a comment on the last video suggesting I build a sawmill, and their name escapes me at the moment, which I do apologize for, but I'll put it up on screen. And I have a couple ideas in mind for stuff I want to build. I have a list written down, and obviously eventually I'm going to run out of stuff that I want to make, just because, like, you know, there are limits to my imagination. But I was wondering how y'all feel about viewer suggested builds. Like, if there's something like you want to see me try to replicate, I'd be love to like I'd love to try it out. Right now, I think I said this already. I'm really bad at talking and playing at the same time. This is another thing I wanted to bring up. I should probably take some of this coal out. There's another thing I wanted to bring up. I have so much respect for people who play this game for a living and can just talk on end about nothing, just any little thing like they can make commentary out of. Because I've been streaming on and off for a couple years now on Twitch, and it's all been like single player games, like story driven games, which requires obviously some like verbal skills, but it's very reactionary. And Minecraft is a sandbox game, and so anything I want to talk about has to come from my own like gameplay, if that makes sense. It's a very different thing, which I'm still not used to. But I have so much respect for people who do this for a living, because whenever I play Minecraft, it is always dead silent. Just because I have no idea what to talk about. I feel like I've been doing sort of a decent job, to some extent, right? But there is so much that I have to cut out just because there's nothing going on. It's just me like digging or building or whatever. So yeah, viewer suggested builds. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did I mention we're building a fountain? Again, like this is what I'm talking about. I'm so like scatterbrained. I can't like keep track of multiple topics in my head at any given time. Right now I'm getting some cobblestone for sort of just like the like pavement, and I also want stone slabs for the fountain. So I'm gonna be smelting a bunch of cobblestone real quick. Usually whenever I'm playing, I have like big topics that I want to talk about, and the only like sort of like pre-scripted parts are like the intro and outro, and they're only scripted in the sense that like I've like thought out exactly how I want to like present it, right? Like my cadence and like tone of voice. I think about that ahead of time, and then it takes dozens of takes. I'll spend like 20 minutes just trying to record an intro, just because like I'm so bad at talking. which is why I'm rambling more often than I normally do, because it's something I want to work on, and I want this episode in particular is just I want it to be like more down to earth. I just want I want it to be like a sort of conversation, right? That's the whole point. So it probably doesn't make for good watching, but I think it's important to take a break every now and then from the game and like have a dialogue, like just to like be real. Like that's why I'm talking about YouTube analytics and like commenting or like commenter like participation. The reason I bring all this up is not to be parasocial or anything, but whether you like it or not, social media, like YouTube and social media in general, are a two-way street. I'm not the one in charge necessarily. I decide what I post and how I present myself, but what people respond to and what they want to see, that all comes down to you. Like I do need like some sort of like guidance. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like it's important to be down to earth, right? I think it's important to include the viewers. I'm just trying to find like the general like center, which I think that's actually like pretty close. I think I spaced these. I made these roads like pretty well. I think I'm gonna like bring it out a little bit more, just to give us some space to work with. Man, I've already like run out of things to say. I thought I had more to talk about. It's been really weird making these. Really weird, really fun. I'm enjoying it. I haven't really had any like negative experiences so far. It's been really enjoyable. Just playing Minecraft and throwing it out into the ether. So imagine for a moment this is a fountain. It doesn't look like it, but that's our fountain. The actual pavement is going to be out of cobblestone. And actually I should probably like widen this out. I should probably map out the actual dimensions of it before we start building. We're gonna have stone slabs around the perimeter, the circumference, sorry. Then we're gonna have stone slabs around the circumference. Just to keep our water in. Alright, there's the start to our fountain. I'm gonna go ahead and head to the nether to get some more glowstone, because we don't have nearly enough. So this is gonna be our first time in the nether since episode 3, I believe. Alright, let's find some glowstone real quick. In and out. Quick nether. Fuck, I forgot cobblestone again. Man, all this glowstone is like suspended super high up or like above a pool of lava. I'm just worried that like a ghast is gonna spawn like right next to me and blast me if I try building up to that. Like that. Holy fuck! Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me. I thought I was dead. Well, at least we don't have to build up to that glowstone anymore. God, what are the odds? Look at how small that hole is. Yeah. Note to self, watch where I'm going. Well, well, well. Shit. I panicked. I think it was just the two of them. Well, I got free cooked pork chops. So I think I briefly mentioned why I'm building this. Yes, it is just to look nice, but also, it's to sort of extend our range of, like, light, like, safe spots at night. Okay, slight problem. I just realized I wasn't in full screen, which means OBS was not recording for God knows how long. I hope I didn't, like, lose too much. I am trying to sort of, like, speed this along because, as per usual, I am running out of time to record this, and I was actually hoping to get more done today. Alright, this is what I'm working with so far. I kind of want to get an aerial view. Let's go up to the mountaintop. Oh, pig died in here. Oh, come on. Is there a creeper up here? Oh, a zombie. Skeleton as well. Why run my portal? It's weird. Nice. Alright, this is what it looks like from up top. That looks pretty good. I think I want to, like, bring this road and that one, like, in more so it's not, like, up against the sort of, like, grass area. I still need to fill it in with grass and, like, flowers, but I think it'll look way better once we fill in these two ponds and build a road around it, and then that way we can just, like, keep adding buildings onto the perimeter. I think it'll look quite nice. It's not, like, 100% safe. Like, I'm pretty sure monsters can still spawn in, like, these, like, shadows, but I think it's as safe as we're gonna be able to get it at night. I just don't have the torches or the patience to just go around lighting every little dark patch, but it's alright. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for today. I'm really happy with how this turned out. We now have, like, a good, like, centerpiece. I would have liked to have used, like, less torches, but it was just too dark and, like, around the inner circle, and I didn't want to use just, like, glowstone in the floor. Oops. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I know it was a shorter episode today, but I wanted to just, like, build something simple and have, like, a little heart-to-heart. Again, we'll have a more substantial episode next time, but I still hope you enjoyed. Let's actually get another view from kind of, like, far away. I think that looks pretty damn good. I eventually want to have a path coming off this way and going towards the ocean, and I also want to have one coming off at this point here and going up the mountain. I think that could look really nice once we have more, like, branching off points that lead to, like, other builds. But for right now, this is pretty good. I'm really happy with this. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day.